Coach, what do you think about this group? Obviously, you have some talent coming back.
Yes, I'm excited about how they're working, how they listen, how they are doing the extra work. And so we always talk about if you want to be different, you got to do extra work. And being in the 1%, it's not about the ability. And so these guys have the ability. And so it's just working, and kind of becoming professional college football players in the sense of like just being pro-like in everything that we do. And so I appreciate how they're working and how they're listening. And so we're just working together to try to create something to help this team win.
He doesn't seem to shy away from it, but Caden kind of set the bar pretty high at that freshman season. Where can he take a step? Where can he be better this year?
Oh, he can be so much better. Just being consistent. And so, I mean, last year was all new and you know, figuring out college ball, figuring out the scheme. And so, and just understanding who he is, understanding how the offense works, how defenses work, and he can be so much better. And he has a huge ceiling. And he comes to work every day, and he allows me to push him and push him and push him. Because he knows that I have his back. He knows that everything that I say is done in a way that I just want the best for you. And it's not because of me, I just want the best for you. So, and we're figuring out everything off the field, being even a better man. And so it all goes hand in hand. So
a lot of Baylor fans saw that kind of star power from Caden in that UCF game when he had those 2 turnovers and that touchdown. I mean, when was the first time you saw that from him? Was it that Baylor camp? Or?
Well, at Baylor camp, he moved really well, and he ran well, and he's a long guy, and he's really quick, and he sticks his foot in the ground. So he has all the tools. And so when he did that, I was like, man, like we gotta get him. And so I'm glad we did. And so he's a great young man, and he's just learning and growing. And so yeah, I think at the camp that you knew that he had the tools to be really, really good.
So for him to come in and do that as a freshman didn't surprise you?
Well, it always surprises you because you don't count on freshmen. Like you don't know the maturity, you don't know them learning it. They hit the wall. Now, what helped him was graduating early and getting here and going through it. But even in spring ball, it was ups and downs, and so he just figured it out. And so just like Carl, I mean, those guys figured it out, but they got a better opportunity by being here in spring ball. So that helps a lot of freshmen.
It was a really young group all around last year, so how can everyone take that step forward this year with that experience?
Well, I just think that having the experience and playing, like even like for Chateau, like last year was his first year playing. Tevin, like first year really playing. Caden, man, LeVar getting a little taste towards the end. So they're all, you know, they feel more comfortable being out there, and that's part of it. And then in practice, getting a chance to go against this offense that the ball's always in the air. And our goal is to make more plays on the ball, more PBUs, more interceptions, and this offense allows us the opportunity every day in practice, and it makes you stay on guard. And so I'm excited about that offense.
Maybe aside from Caden, who else in that group has maybe shown some early signs of taking that step?
Well, I think Tevin's gotten better. I think LeVar's gotten better. Reggie's gotten better. Tayshawn has bumped around and moved from nickel to safety to corner, and he's done some good things. And so, like, the whole group has taken steps, and so they're all doing the extra work. They're all watching extra film, and so the more we do, the better it'll be. And so I'm excited about just the growth and us continue to take the step.
What's the competition been like with Coach Baker and some of those other wide receivers out there?
Well, it's great. You know, they're working on themselves, and they're working to get better, and we're working to get better. And so, you know, it's just we're working with each other to try to create something special. And so they want to have a great year. We want to have a great year, and together this team can have a great year. So. Do
you like that challenge? You mentioned, you know, the new offense and stuff, balls in the air a lot. Do you like that challenge?
I do. And so, like, most of my career coaching, I've been attached with that offense. And so it's normal, the ball's in the air. It's normal that guys are making great catches and you got to contest it. And so I just think it brings out the best in DBs because you're always on guard. The ball's always in the air. And so it's not just maybe a run play here, run play there that you kind of fall asleep. It's like, no, they're coming at you, and so be prepared. And so excited about that.
Have you noticed a different Coach Aranda, and what's it like kind of having him on that side of the ball?
Oh, it's great. He's one of the best defensive mind in college football, or all of football. And so it's great to work with him and learn from him and see how he thinks and just the details that he has, and it helps us. And so it's been great. And he's a very smart coach, and so you just listen and try to learn and do all that you can to help this defense take the next step.
I was trying to remember if he was a GA when you were still playing.
He was a GA. So when they came to Texas Tech with Mike Leach, Greg McMackin was the defensive coordinator. He was a GA. And so, yes, I've been knowing him for a while, I guess since I was maybe 20, and I'm 43 now, so.
What did you see in him maybe even back then?
I mean, he's smart,
Yeah.
but he's the same man that he is now, that he's always learning. And so to tell players that, hey, let's always learn, let's always get better, that's what he does. And he's always trying to learn something from somebody and see if there's a better way to do it, even though like people view him as one of the best in the country, but he's always learning. And so he's a great example. And so the thing we always talk about, the thing about the standard is you are the standard, and he is the standard of the program. And so guys following him, we're going the right direction.
How do you feel like the defense is sort of operating with the changes in coaches, not only with Aranda, but you got Noki Rectorfield, Jamar Chaney. What's that been like? I know change is constant every year.
Yeah, our players are, they're adaptable and they're resilient, and so like it doesn't really affect them. Coach Aranda's here, and so they know that the men that Coach Aranda brings in will be great men of character and will build great relationships, and so they take a liking to whoever's coaching them, and so our players do a great job with that.